The first thing I remember about meeting Dr. Klaassen was that I'm thinking this guy's going to put those big old hands in my knees and it's going to make me better.
Here I have this race driver that comes in, and he's having trouble getting in and out of his race car, and he has a worn inside portion of his knee, and he's very, very bowed. So I talked to him about our different options, and he goes, well, I have a week between this race and this race where I need to do this. And I'm like, whoa. I go, how tough are you? He goes, I'm tough.
I have a job, and that job was to get back in this race car in a very short period of time.
He runs an 8,000 horsepower car down a raceway. It goes 330 miles an hour in 3 seconds. Sure, he pushes it. But you still have biology, and you still have biology, and biology takes some time for this to heal.
The surgery scared me to death, it really did. In driving the race car, I have a little bit of ability to control the car and at least feel like I'm in control. When I went under to have my knees worked on, I had no control.
My feel from Terry is, here we have a high power, very motivated man who is going to do well. And so I said, okay, let's do the green light and let's go for it.
I knew everything that was going to happen. I knew what to expect. I knew what my recovery time was. You know, he just gave me that warm, comfortable feeling. Actually, a few days after the surgery, you know, I walked in there and he's like, oh, you're doing good. You're walking around and no cane, no walker, no crutches, no nothing. And I felt great.
I had NHRA officials come up to me and thank me for Terry being able to get in and out of his car because they saw him struggling. People around him noticed the difference, and the difference was significant.
Absolutely. It's just day and night. My experience at Elkhart General Hospital was fantastic. You know, from the moment I walked in there at registration, it's such a family.
It is important that every patient feels special. We need to make sure that everybody feels comfortable. And I think Elkhart General Hospital does a great job at doing that.
You relieve a lot of the anxieties that you're going to have. They just give you that comfort that everything's going to be all right. I'm going to walk out here, I'm going to be just fine. And that's just something that you just don't find everywhere.
That's our goal is to score an A+ on every case we do, and that's what we strive for every day. One of the great benefits of my job is to see the effect that we can have on people's lives, and it's so cool to see that Terry has done very well with his knees, and that's a tribute to him. I mean, he did the hard work.
Dr. Klaassen came out to Pomona, which was the last race of the year. It was great to have him out there, and the real cool part was, you know, he got to see what we do firsthand.
And all of a sudden they do the burnout, and the burnout is like 100 feet of where they just get the tires, and I must have jumped off the ground this high. And then I realized that the entire team was not watching the car, they were watching me to see how high I jumped.
That's my guys, you gotta love them.